Hello there, Finxters. This is Tomas, and in this video, I'm going to be covering the Python dictionary pop method. Okay, so here I'm going to run everything. Okay, and then I'll explain each section of code at a time so you guys can understand it, of how the different ways the pop method is used. But before I cover the code, I want to just explain the pop method a little bit and cover it briefly. Okay, the Python dictionary pop method. In this Python article, the Python dictionary pop method will be covered in depth by showing the dictionary pop method's definition, syntax, parameters, and return type. Some examples on how the dictionary pop method is used will also be shown in this Python article. Definition. The dictionary pop method both removes and returns a specified key value pair element from a dictionary. Syntax. Dictionary.pop takes two inputs, a key and a default value. Okay, the parameters. The key, as said before, declares the key whose key value pair element has to be both returned and removed. The second parameter is default value. This is the default value that will be returned if the specified key is not in the dictionary. Next is the return value. The dictionary pop method returns the value grouped to the deleted key value pair element if the specified key exists in the Python dictionary. The case in which the key is not present in the dictionary is when the specified default value is returned. Otherwise, in this case where the key is not present in the dictionary and the default value is not specified, then a key error exception is returned. Okay, so here I will be covering these code snippets of different examples of how to use the pop method. Okay, as for the first example, is an example of a simple Python dictionary pop method operation applied to a Python dictionary. So here we declare, here in this first snippet, we declare a computer items variable, and we set it to this dictionary, and different computer items like laptop, smartphone, camera, desktop, and their prices. On the second line, here we explain, we declare a laptop item variable, and then we call the computer items dictionary, and then the dictionary we can call the pop method, and then we're going to call the key laptop for it to pop that, and then to apply the pop method on that, and then we're going to print the selected laptop's price is the laptop item. We pass the result there, and then we're going to print the updated computer items after purchase, so that this dictionary is going to change after this key gets selected, as shown in the output. It shows its price, which is nice, and then it says the updated computer items after purchase. See how the laptop's not there anymore, which is good. Okay, so as the results show, in this case, the dictionary pop method removes the whole laptop $200 key value pair element from the computer items dictionary, but only stores the value part in the computer item variable, which is why $200 is returned when the laptop item variable is printed. When the computer items dictionary gets reprinted after the dictionary pop operation has been performed, the laptop 200 key value pair element is no longer shown in the computer items dictionary because the dictionary pop method completely removed the element from the dictionary. Okay, onto the second code snippet. Here we declare a grocery items variable, and then we initialize it to another dictionary, a bunch of different groceries: bread, eggs, milk, potatoes, and then the quantities of each one that we purchased. And then here on the next line, we declare a grape items variable, and then we initialize it to calling the grocery items dictionary, and then calling the pop method on that dictionary, and we're passing as a parameter the string grape, so it's a key. So we're trying to access the grape key, which doesn't exist. And then when we try to print that key, since it's not the dictionary, see, we get this key error thrown, grape. So as the output says, as the result shows, if you use the dictionary pop method and try to remove a key value pair element that is not in the dictionary, then a key error exception will be thrown, and print the attempted key that was passed to the dictionary method, the dictionary pop method. Okay. So on to the next example. On this third example, we declare, okay, so this one is an example of setting a default value to be returned if the key passed to the dictionary pop method is not in the dictionary. Okay, so here we declare store items. We initialize it to a dictionary, and we have our different items, different store items like pens, notebooks, desks, tables, shelves, power strips, and then just the quantity of each that are in stock. That's what the value of each of the items. And then we're going to declare a variable here, computers not in stock, and then we're going to call the store items dictionary, call the pop method on it, and then we're going to call the computers key, and then value 3. So let's see, computers 3, see, it's not here in the dictionary, and then we're going to print the quantity of computers not in stock, and then pass computers not in stock to be printed, the result of that to be printed. And then we're going to print the items in stock are, and then call the store items dictionary. So let me see, the output doesn't seem to be run. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, there we go. The quantity of the computers that are in stock 3, see, as the result 3, which I'll explain in a bit. And then the items in stock are, we have our dictionary again, which is pretty much, the same dictionary. So the output explains that as the printed results show, if a key value pair element is not found in a dictionary using the dictionary pop method, then the associated value still gets stored as a default value in a declared variable, where the variable can then later be called to show the default value that's not in the Python dictionary. Okay, now on to the next example. The next example is an example showing the difference between the dictionary pop and delete methods applied to a Python dictionary. So we have two examples. Here we have the delete and pop. I'm going to try to show the difference between them. Okay, so on this first line, we declare a kitchen items variable, and then we initialize it to this dictionary, which has different kitchen items in there, so like coffee, jelly, bread, wheat, tortilla, and just like their types, like coffee is just espresso, and then jelly, a type of jelly is grape, and then bread, a type of bread is wheat, tortilla, a type of tortilla was flour. So then we're going to attempt to call the delete key, so delete from the kitchen items dictionary, and then we're going to slice from the dictionary this coffee key. And then on the next line, we're going to declare a removed bread variable, and we're going to initialize it to calling the pop method on the kitchen items dictionary, and it inputs as a parameter the bread key. Okay, so now onto the print statements. We're going to print kitchen items in cabinet, and then and we're going to print the kitchen items dictionary, how it is currently, and then we're going to print bread not found in kitchen cabinet, removed bread, and pass that removed bread to be printed. So let me explain the output, the results real quick. So as the results show, the dictionary pop method returns a value that is associated with the key that was removed from the Python dictionary. The Python delete key differs from the dictionary pop method in that once a key gets deleted from a dictionary, it does not return a value and a key error exception is thrown. Okay, so onto okay, and then just real quick, I'm going to explain the Python dictionary pop method, time complexity, its operation dictionary pop method, syntax dictionary pop, and then he passes a parameter, the key, and then its complexity class, which is good to understand, is the average case O of 1 is constant time, so it's constant, doesn't really change, and then the amorti's worst case is big O of n, so it's a linear time, so so the more things it gets applied to it, the more resources it uses up. Okay, so now that I've covered that, I'm gonna go on to the next example. The next example is an example on how to remove multiple keys from a dictionary using the dictionary pop method. So it's this example here. Okay, so I'll cover this code snippet real quick. Let me see this example. So I declare an identities variable and then initialize it to this dictionary, which has your IDs 1, 2, 3, and each ID is associated. Its associated value is some name, like so Sarah, Kim, Bob, Tim. That's their identity. Their identities, like for if it's like employment or something, or sometimes you have to keep IDs on people, and then we're going to declare a remove keys variable, and we're going to initialize it to a list, a list of keys. So this key 1, key 3. So these numbers are going to be for the keys. Okay, and then we declare a for loop for each key in this remove keys list. We're going to do for each iteration of the for loop, we're going to call the pop key on the pop method to be applied to the identities dictionary, and we're going to pass as a parameter the current key that's being iterated through, and then from there we're going to print out the identities dictionary after the change occurred. And as you can see by the result, it looks like the 1 and 3 identities 1 and 3 and their associated key value pairs have been removed, so the for loop worked as it was supposed to, so that's good. And so it popped each one through each key through the iteration. Okay, and then so just to explain you the results, the output real quick, the printed output. In order to use the dictionary pop method to remove multiple keys from a Python dictionary, first a list of keys to be removed and stored in a variable needs to be removed and stored in a variable. Then the next step is to declare a for loop that iterates through the list of keys to be removed, and on each iteration through the loop, apply the pop method to the dictionary, passing the current iterated key in the list to be removed from the dictionary. Printing the identities dictionary after the for loop operation shows that multiple keys were removed from the dictionary. Okay, so on to the last example. So last example, I'm going to cover an example on deleting an item from a Python dictionary with the dictionary pop method only if it exists in the dictionary. Okay, so just let me explain this code example real quick. Okay, so here the office items variable is declared, and it's initialized to a dictionary of just different office items like pens, shelves, chairs, computers, notebooks, keyboards, and I think it's like the quantity of each of those items that are in the office. And then we're gonna declare a variable check coffee, and we're gonna initialize it to the result of calling the pop method on the office items dictionary, and we're gonna pass this key coffee maker, and then pass this value none, and then we're gonna print check coffee, and then it returns none because we set this to as none as a default value if we call coffee and it's not in the dictionary. So to explain the output real quick, so basically in this case, if a key passed to the dictionary pop method is in the office items dictionary, then the key's value is returned. Otherwise, if the key passed to the dictionary pop method is not found in the office items dictionary, then the none value is returned for the key that was not found in the dictionary. Okay, thank you.